Hi, welcome to another episode of 5 Business Rules. I am Monica Jansen, head kick-ass copywriter and strategist at Jansen Communications.
And I'm Nicole Krug, founder and digital strategist with Socialite.
Today we're going to talk about 5 ways to increase engagement on social media. You know, there's a big misconception still, it remains, that comes to social media marketing. The size of your audience really doesn't matter. Their engagement levels matter. So can you imagine having, let's say, an Instagram account with 1,500 followers, but only like 8 or 10 of them are actually engaged with your brand and comment on stuff. That's not really a great ratio of audience to engaged followers. But if you had 100 people on Instagram and 10 of them were actively engaged, or 20 of them, that is so much better for your business.
It's true. It's true. Everybody wants more likes, more followers, or all that, but it's an ego thing to a certain thing. And if you can get more engaged people, but whether it's social media, whether it's email, whatever, sometimes a small niche list that's actually going to pay attention is much better than thousands of random ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about some ways to increase engagement. Okay. First of all, hold a contest to name a new product or a mascot or,
caption a photo.
Yes, absolutely. There's so many different easy ways to allow people to participate with your brand.
This is awesome because I think, it's the prize is one thing that drives it. But sometimes just like a trivia question is a contest of sorts. Even if they don't win anything, it's, I got the answer.
Yeah, it's super fun. Ask them questions. This is such a no-brainer, and I wouldn't make it super specific or super broad, excuse me, like, how are you doing today? I mean, you can do that, obviously.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, you might get a really long answer.
You might.
But it could be, what's your go-to lunch, on a super busy day when you don't really have time to even eat, something like that.
And I think this is, a lot of people, like, they try and say broad business questions, but the lunch is a funny one, like, right? Because, or it's Friday. What music are you listening to? Or, what are your plans? Like, some of it is just, is to get people to talk to you, whatever it is. And so, yes, on brand is a good thing. But you don't necessarily have to say, what's your biggest business challenge?
Right. Yeah, that's not a quick and easy question necessarily to answer. Okay, tip number 3, allow them to submit content. Upload, a photo or a video of their dog or their cat or their workspace or their view out their window, something quick and easy.
This is awesome. And like, especially Instagram type of thing, this is like, you combine this with a photo contest or some of those, it gets people mentioning you, and it helps, it's under the, like, brand advocates and influencers. Essentially, you get other people to talk about your brand instead, but they feel engaged and they feel special because then you're going to share it and spread their stuff around.
Well, and to that point, Nicole, highlight your followers. You could do like a random fan of the month. And the thing that happens when you're highlighting your followers on your social media channel, they get excited, they share it with their network, boom, you just increased your reach.
And that's like, everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame. And it could be just like, how can you lead in? Here's, let's say you have a food blog, and, you have a follower that made your recipe, and you showed them with a picture of their cook. Like, that's a fun way to get people involved. And it actually, like, hey, reminder about this recipe too. You're doing a couple things there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Last but not least, respond to comments. I kind of feel like that goes without saying, but it's always worth repeating. Social media is social. Okay, so when people are engaging with your brand, show them love. Take time to respond to their comment, even with just a thanks so much or that's hilarious. It doesn't take long, but it goes a long way.
It does, and it makes me like it gets the conversation going. And sometimes I know you look at something and you're like, well, they're not really giving me much to do. Like at minimum, like their content, right? As a way to say thank you. But maybe you can actually like you can use it and spur and ask them another question or get a conversation going. But if you've got somebody that's engaged, hold on to that and do the most with it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you found this enjoyable, useful, relevant. Please like, comment, and share, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.